slide it around there a moment. Should fit. A bit more. That ought to be good. I'm just going to set it right up in my... It's late in the evening. I realize it's probably dark on the video. But what we have here is FedEx just run. As y'all seen, we unloaded another TK-1 Trike off his FedEx truck. This one is for a friend of ours who bought one for his wife for Christmas. And he had it delivered here. We're going to put it together for him. We're going to unbox it and assemble it. And we're going to show a few things about it. We're going to use a tractor here. Now I realize everybody don't have a John Deere tractor to unload these things with. This box is a little over 100 pounds. And here on Cooter Ridge, we believe in doing things the ergonomic way if we can. And why not use a tractor, I mean, to unload it. I have a dolly over there. I could grab a dolly, pull it up in there, but hey, we got a special tool here for that. So let's get it in the shed, y'all, and we'll see about what we can do with it. That's the way to do it, y'all. Hey everybody, that's Rip One Outdoors. We just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas first thing. And yeah, I got my Santa hat on. I borrowed this from Candace. I don't know how long I'm gonna wear it to, because if I'm going to bending my head down, this ball's gonna fall down in my eyes, and I ain't gonna like that too much. But yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. We got a special treat for you here today, or maybe a special treat for a special person. We have a Mooncool TK-1 Trike, and this trike was delivered to me to put together. One of my friends bought it for his wife. This trike is going to be a cinnamon pink TK-1, and it's going to be for Miss Bonnie Gerald. And yeah, we look forward to seeing her excitement when she gets this for Christmas. And we're gonna put it together for them. Her husband asked me if I would put it together, and I said yeah. So I'm gonna put it together and do all the get it all set up, do some test runs with it, and make sure everything's working fine. Before we get started, I wanted to talk to y'all for just a minute. Some of you folks are paying too much for these trikes. And you might say, wait a minute now, what are you talking about? I can see that some of y'all aren't using the discount code. RIP200, I'll put it on the screen right here. Use my link and use that RIP200. It works because the man that bought this one, he saved $200. He got this trike for $13.99. Right here at Christmas, hey, you need all the extra savings you can. I just wanted to throw that in there as like a PSA. and just say, don't pay too much, guys. Don't pay too much. We right here at Christmas time, we're trying to save money, but we're trying to get some nice gifts. This is going to be a super nice gift for Miss Bonnie, but don't pay too much. Use the RIP 200 for this trike right here, or any other Mooncool product you got out. The RIP 200 is good up to $1,500 right now. Now that may be subject to change, but as of right now, that's the way it is. There you go. All right, we got last time we just started cutting the box open. This time we took them white plastic things out. I think I still got another one here I got to take out. And then we gonna. I didn't get the memo. I didn't get the memo that you could take these white plastic things out and the top would lift off. I didn't know that. We don't have these kind of things in Cooter Ridge. That was my alarm going off telling me to clock in. Well, I'm not clocking in because I'm not working today. All right, before we pull it up, here's what I want to do. I've seen some bad vibes on the website, on the Facebook page. People saying, oh, their bike was bent. People say scratched and everything. Let's look at this. Y'all gonna see it just like I'm gonna see it, okay? We're supposed to have a cinnamon pink TK-1 trike. And I expect it to not be beat up or banged up or anything like that. This box is unscratched. There is no scratches, no dents, no dings, no holes in the box. So it's in perfect condition. Let's see. And this is John Q. Customer bought this. This isn't review trike, okay? This is just a fun thing we're doing today. Not an official review. So y'all gonna see it just like I see it. I may have to go set this box. Well, I'm gonna try to set it over in there behind, maybe in front of them heaters. Speaking of heaters, it's 42, well, let's see, about 46 degrees in here right now in the shed. I had to come out earlier and turn the heat on. Yeah, I had to come out earlier and turn the heat on so we could have a little heat in here. So far, so good. I don't see anything major. Here's our charger right here. Y'all see that? That's right here on the top. So we'll take our charger, we'll set it over here. I'll be all right till I hit that GoPro, knock something loose. So, we hope everybody's healthy, happy, and well. Y'all getting ready for Santa Claus. Sandy Claus. Uncle Marvin used to call him Sandy Claus. Son, you getting ready for Sandy Claus? This is the seat. We're gonna pop this seat out the way. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? That ball getting around here in my head. I'm fixing to take Mr. Santa Claus hat off. I ain't gonna be dealing with that ball. I'm surprised we don't hear any guns going off this morning. Some of y'all watch my videos, you know the video I put out about the Swix train. The Swix. Swix are the Uber drivers for the Navy SEALs, okay? They're the ones when the Navy SEALs needs to be transported somewhere, when they need to have a hot extraction, the Swix do it. SWCC, Special Warfare Combatant Crew. There you go. But we come in from church the other night, and they was they was doing some maneuvers down there, just down the road there. That's the awfulest racket, awfulest bombs and guns going off you've ever heard. I wish y'all could have heard it. I should have took my phone out and recorded it, but I didn't. Okay, let's see what else we can take loose here. There's the front rack. Here's the basket that goes on the front. Everything appears to be in good order here. Yeah, as we said, who this Trike is for? It's for Miss Bonnie. Her husband, a good friend of mine. We all went to school together. We graduated in 1976. But yeah, we all went to school together. There's the front fender. Let's set that aside. We all graduated school together, and but yeah, he wants to buy what Danny and Bonnie do is they raise a garden, vegetable garden, and Danny wants to have her something. He wants to have her something where she can ride this thing out to the vegetable garden and gather peas and corn and maters and stuff like that, and put it in this rack back here in the back and transport that back to the house. And man, I tell you what, my eyes lit up because I know what she's going to be able to do. Y'all have already seen me go over to Love's and pick up a 5-gallon can of fuel. If you hadn't, look in my videos. It was just the other day. I picked up a 5-gallon can of fuel for my tractor, put it in here, strapped it down, and we come to Cooter Ridge with it, and we brought diesel fuel for our tractor. So I know what this thing is going to do for them, and I'm excited about it. I really think they're going to be really excited, and they're going to really appreciate it. Y'all, I'm looking so far. There's nothing damaged. There's nothing scratched. There's nothing boogered up. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and take this out and get all the foam packing and everything off of it and get it sorted out, and then we'll get back with y'all in a few minutes, okay? Okay, y'all. We got Miss Bonnie's TK-1 out. Man, the first thing I noticed is that color. I tell you what, that's a beautiful color. That's cinnamon pink. Look at that, y'all. She's going to love it if I know her. Let's talk about what I found when I got it out of the box, okay? I told y'all we was going to treat it, as if I'm a customer and opening up a product that I just bought. I have one of these, but it was a review trike, okay? Y'all know that. It's sitting outside. But this one here, the people watched my video, the one where I went to Love's and filled up the 5-gallon can of diesel. That was what triggered them that they wanted one of these trikes for Miss Bonnie. I can't find a scratch on it. Not a scratch on it. They went to every measure whatsoever that they could to assure that this thing was packaged and compacted in a way that nothing would be damaged. Now, if there's a forklift fork come through that box, there's nothing we can do about that. That's simply a shipping thing, we have to deal with the company on that. But hey, there's nothing wrong with this trike. This trike looks really good. Completion rate is they claim it's a 95% completion rate. I'm going to agree with that, because all we've got to do is put our front wheel on. We've got to put our front rack and our front basket, and that's it. I got my keys right here, y'all. I'm going to take these keys off. I'm going to take these keys off, and we're going to go ahead and get the battery out. There's that battery again. I'm I'm going to take the key and stick the key in the lock like this, rotate it about 180 degrees, pull up. We got the battery out. We're going to set the battery over here. I'm going to use my charger. I already got my charger hooked up. We're going to use it. We're going to go ahead and throw a charge on this. They say it takes about 6 to 8 hours to charge it. I'm going to say 5 to 6, okay? Because it's probably got some charge on it already. Set them keys aside. And then this will be the, as we said, we're going to put the front wheel on. We're going to put the front fender on. We're going to put the rack and the basket. And that's the route we're going. I've got the seat taken out. I'm going to just leave it out for right now. Yeah, they're going to be able to haul some good corn and peas and beans and maters and watermelons and stuff like that right back here, y'all. Miss Bonnie's going to love it. Get my parts over here. Let me tell y'all something else, folks. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? There is parts that are in here. There's a charger that's compacted into a, y'all saw me take it out. It's kind of jammed in a place where it won't flop around in the box. Don't throw the charger away, okay? Make sure that you got all your parts before you start throwing stuff away. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is one thing that I would like to make a correction with Mooncool on. I guess it's somebody in the testing. They're unplugging these wires. This is your main controller wire. Runs up here to your display, okay? They're unplugging those and leaving them unplugged. I understand what they're doing. They're plugging in and doing their final test. They have to do that in the factory. But they're leaving them unplugged. I know I've already had 2 people ask me, hey, how do I get this thing to turn on? I said, hold the button down. Hold the M button down. They said, that don't work. I said, look and make sure that the wires are plugged in on the, up here under the handlebar. And sure enough, they must be sending everything out like this. Don't do that, Mooncool. Make sure that they're plugged in. There's an arrow on one plug and an arrow on the other plug. Okay, we got a little temporary block right here. It's a plastic block. We just do a little karate chop there and knock that out the way. First thing we're going to do, we're going to look in here and see if there's a plastic spacer in there. And yes, it is. There it is right there. We're going to pull that plastic spacer out. Chunk away with that. Okay. Here's what it looks like. Some people call it a skewer. I've called it a spear before. I don't know what the proper name of it is. You could call it that thing that holds the front wheel on. How about that? We're going to put it in from this end. Turn our tire around, turn our fork around here like this. We're going to take this end off. There's one thing you'll see. You see these little springs right here? They shape like a little triangle, and the small part goes to the insides. The small part will face the wheels, okay? So we'll take this one off and set this aside. Get our wheel put up in the slot. Shove our skewer in. I'm going to punch my knee against the end of the skewer. Put our little triangle shape spring on and tighten it up. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick the bucket out from under it. I'm going to set it right down on the ground, right down on the floor. That way I know that the wheel will be all the way up in the fork there. And let's tighten it up. It's a feel thing, okay? Loosen your nut up on this side till you feel to where you want to get good resistance on that quick release. Pull that little label off. I've already inflated this tire to 30 psi. This is Chow Yang tires. They are 20-inch by 3-inch tires. Okay, y'all. Next, we got the wheel on. Next thing we're gonna do, put the front fender on. We're just gonna show y'all some highlights, okay? We're not gonna bore y'all with all of, but got a little screw here. They got a little screw here on the front. Okay, Ben, we're not getting a light here. We're just gonna put this screw in here and attach that to the front of the fork here. And then we're gonna attach these little brackets here on each side. They got a little screw that comes out. And that's gonna be done with the fender. Then we'll move on to the rack, okay? Okay, we got the front fender on. Nothing out of the ordinary there. They list this as like I say, 95% completion, and I agree with that. But front wheel, front fender, front rack, that's it. If you can turn one of these little wrenches like this, they send you the wrenches right here. You know, there's all the wrenches right there you need. You got 2 wrenches. That's what you need to work to put all this together. But you know us men, we got our own tools, right? That's there you go. So move on to the rack. Yeah, got this little hook right here with this little plastic thing on it right here. We're gonna reach over here. We're gonna hook that cable assembly right there. And that little hook's gonna hold our cable management system there. Before I put the rack on, or before I put the basket and mount it to the rack, see, the rack has the screws, the threads are already in it. So what I'm going to do to provide just a little bit of cushion, so this thing won't be wiggling and squeaking, because it may come loose over time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few pieces of this little extreme double stick tape by 3M, and I'm going to put a little piece just right here by the screw, okay? All 4 screws is going to get a little piece of double stick tape. Okay, y'all, the rack's on. Next, we're going to let's put our headlight on. Got a wire, here's your wire right here. There's your wire plug for it. So we're gonna run that through the little cable management hook here. Be a perfect way for it to go. Remember, line the arrows up. Okay, we're going to run this wire under here. Grab our LED headlight. We'll plug that in a minute. We'll go ahead and get our bolt and nut here. Plug our wire in to the extension wire. Turn the handlebar, make sure that wire is not going to get caught up in anything, and no, it does not. So that's good. Okay, y'all, that's basically it. I did want to show y'all that Mooncool puts out a great assembly manual. So if you're thinking that, you know, hey, well, we're gonna have to watch that old boy to make sure, you know, see if we can put this thing together, you've got a good assembly manual here to go by, and it's step by step. So, and they provide you all the tools, hey, everything you need. So there you go. Be in good shape. Good assembly manual. Good job, Mooncool. Best assembly manual that I have seen. You know, I mean, we got the seat here. What we do with the seat? We got to put the seat on. We can't neglect that. Big hole long. Son, hey, they say this thing's made for somebody like 5'2" to 6'2" or whatever. Look at the extension on that seat post. Son, you could put a tall person on that thing. That just goes to show you the range here that this thing would be good for. Tall person, short person, whatever. I think Miss Bonnie will like that right about there, so we'll leave that. Got to do a little tightening. I got to tighten the display up here. Okay, y'all, just for the general purpose of showing you that it's all put together and everything looks good, there wasn't a scratch on it as it come from the factory. Not a fingerprint, not a smudge. Just take a look at it. Ain't that pretty? That's high quality right there. Whenever I first saw the first one that I did the review on, I said this is a high quality trike right here. We got the battery. We got the battery charging over here. Look at the batteries, y'all. That ain't half of them. Yeah, we got the battery charging. Y'all take a look. This is the battery for the trike. This is the battery for the Jaguarunde. Almost the same battery. Yeah. Here's the charger. It's a Sans. Very good charger. Gets a little warm, y'all. I'm just telling you up front. Gets a little warm, but that's okay. That's okay. That's the way it's supposed to do. I'm going to put my link at the end so y'all can see the full review on my trike. We're just going to show y'all that it operates good and that everything is fits the form and function and that it's satisfactory. So we'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. So there you go, Miss Bonnie. Hope you like your trike. Just wanted to double check and make sure that everything looks good. I had a little bit of a bend in this bracket right here that holds the fender. Got that straightened out. Man, everything is perfect. Look at that cinnamon pink, y'all. Ain't that pretty? I'm going to put her a water bottle holder on here that I got from Temu. We got the rack on. We got the light on. We got the brakes on. They work. 500 watt motor. 48 volt battery. What more can you say? This thing will be good to go for their vegetable garden. Good basket. I started to leave this basket off or just asking them if they wanted me to put this front basket on here. But I said, no, they can haul a bucket up here. You can put a 5-gallon bucket right there. And they can put tomatoes or whatever, pole beans, whatever in there. Haul fertilizer here in the back. Whatever, potting soil for her plants. There you go. It's a full function trike. Okay, y'all, this is our final thoughts on the assembly of the TK-1 for our friends, Miss Bonnie. And just wanted to say that we went down the road with it. We burned it in. We made sure everything's working about the pedal assist, the brakes, everything's tight. No rattling, banging around or anything like that. So we've talked to Miss Bonnie's husband, Danny. He's on his way now to get it. So we just wanted to say we thank them for the opportunity of putting this trike together. I enjoy doing it, and just wanted to say that if you're planning on buying one of these trikes, hey, use that link that's in the description to make your purchase. Use the RIP200 coupon code and you get $200 off of this trike right now. Hey, it may be too late to get it by Christmas, but it won't be too late to get it by New Year's. So there you go. We hope y'all have enjoyed the show. We did the unboxing and assembling of this Mooncool TK-1 trike. Be sure to check out that video at the end screen. That's going to be the original review of my review bike that I did for them. And if you got any questions, hey, chances are we may answer those questions on that video. So check out the end screen, okay? Until we meet again down the trail there somewhere, this is Rip One Outdoors. We hope y'all have a Merry Christmas.